Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. So guess what today is? Today is Make a Mold Friday. Are you excited? Yay. Okay, so first things first, I kind of want to go over some different types of things that you can use to make a mold in. So I'm sure you guys have seen me use containers of different sizes. So like I save these, they're food containers. And what I do is I take and pour a little bit of resin in the bottom of them so that it makes the bottom flat. And then I let that cure. And then this is made out of a food container. And because I wanted it to be shallow, I cut it off at the top. Same thing, poured resin in the bottom so that it's a flat bottom. And then this is a measuring container that is cracked. It came that way. It's got cracks on the side. So what I did is I just taped it all the way around with packaging tape. And so that will stop the leak. And so you can use this for a mold for something. And then there is also mold housings that come with your silicone. So this is a mold housing and it comes in pieces and you put it together with these binder clips. And I have 3 sets of them. You put them together with these binder clips and you create your shape of what you want your shape to be. And so because we're going to make a mold of this today, and this is glass, and so this will fit. So basically you just have to decide, which way you want your mold to be. And then see, you can put these two together like this. And before I put them together, I'm going to put double-sided tape all the way around here to make sure that I get an even seal. And then that way, see how that makes a double level. And then when I get these all together, then I take alcohol and I wipe everything down, everything, including my item, because you don't want to have any fingerprints, any contaminants, anything on your item. So that is going to be for the skull, and I still have to put the tape on it. And then, do you remember the little bench that I added to one of my Halloween things? Well, I had another one and I want to make a mold of that. So that way I don't have to keep buying these. So we're going to make a mold of that. This is what it looks like before I painted it and dressed it all up for Halloween. And then I also want to make a mold of this. It's a little bird bath, and I want more of these because I want to dress one up for Halloween. And then I also thought we would make some molds of these little characters that I'm using in my displays. And that way I don't have to keep buying them. And I have more over there, but I just thought we would try these 4 to see how well they mold. So that's on the agenda today. I don't know whether or not we'll get to all of it, but this one here is the one I definitely want to make a mold of. It's it may or may not go in my Halloween display, but there is something I want to make with it so that you guys can see this really cool idea that I have for it. So let me find my silicone I put someplace. Are you guys ready for a good laugh? I combed this room over trying to figure out where I put that. And it was under my Halloween display. I was using it as a prop. Oh, goodness sakes. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. Let's Resin silicone rubber, and it is the 10A. So let's go ahead and open this and see what's in it. I haven't opened it. Usually they come with some kind of a mold housing of some sort, but this one came with these, and you can use these too. I've got several sets of those. Came with a mold trimmer, stir sticks, silicone, and instructions. Okay, set this over here. Now, I've used Let's Resin. I've used T-Expert. I've used Bond Crafter. Now, I am a 10A kind of girl because 10A is much softer. Bond Crafters is 15A, and I absolutely loved T-Expert because theirs was 10A, and they don't make that anymore, which is disappointing because I loved it. Okay, double-sided tape. So let me show you what I do with my double-sided tape. So after you connect this all together, then I just take my double-sided tape here and I just run it around here. When you're making molds, you want to do your due diligence because it's going to prevent disasters. Trust me on that. Because you don't want to be lazy about it and have a massive leak or anything like that. And now you're going to get this, and I'm going to try to keep my head out of it. And you're going to try to, okay, I need to bring it to me. You're going to try to set this on here as easy and as straight as possible, just like that. And then you're going to go around and you're going to press that down. Just like that. And if you feel more confident that it's stuck down, you can put more clips around the edge of it. That's entirely up to you. Sometimes I'll take some of these and clip them, but it's not necessary, but I've done it just to make myself feel better. If I want to make sure that I don't have a leak. So that's entirely up to you, whatever you want to do. So that's another option for you. I also have these, which are a lot smaller. Because you have to understand, when you're doing a mold, like a mold housing like this, it's a lot of silicone. So you want to make sure that it's not going to leak. Because trust me, when I first started making molds, I had a leak and it was horrendous. Grab some more clips here. It was terrible. I mean, when you've got silicone going everywhere, oh, it's terrible. And you can't stop it. I have all kinds of clips. All right. I think that's pretty good. All right. So I'm all clipped up. Now, the thing that I need to do is get the bottom so that it doesn't leak. So what I'm going to use is a piece of transfer tape. You could use packing tape. You can use whatever works best for you. I like the transfer tape because it has, you know, lines on it, and you can cut where you need it to be. And then I peel just like that. And I lay it down. And then I stick my piece right in the middle. Just like that. And I can see daylight, and I think it's because of my bottom clips. It's not allowing it to touch. So I need to get some smaller clips. Or move the smaller ones to the bottom. Just like that. Now it's all the way down. So these clips here were preventing it from going all the way down. So I need to get some smaller clips for the bottom. And you guys will think this is a lot of work, but this is why molds are so expensive. Because it's a lot of work to make molds. Okay, now I'm going to grab something to stick this on. Usually I just use like a piece of, hold on just a second. Okay. I was trying to find my, you know, those things that people put cakes on? I must have moved them in the other room. So we'll use this instead. Okay, so I need to turn my glue gun on, and we're going to glue all the way around the base, just in case that sticky paper didn't adhere to the base of it, because we don't want that running out. And I'll put a bead of glue all the way around the edge of that. Okay, so get that going, and then we'll be ready to mix up some silicone. Grab a glue stick here. All right. Okay, this is hot. Let's get a bead right around this. Heat gun. It's cooled off. Got to heat back up. I just need to hit just a couple places where I missed because I couldn't see it. And then we'll stick that in there. We'll mix up some silicone and we'll get to pouring. Yep, I think we're golden. All right, turn this off. And I may have to use this again if something starts to leak. But hopefully we won't see that happening. All right. Are we ready? Remember, I think we said we're going to place it in like this. It's pretty heavy, so I don't think it's going to float. Pretty close to the top. Let's wipe that off where I touched it. All right. Okay, so this is 10A. So we're going to mix ratio 1A, 1B. It's low viscosity, self-degassing, and super elastic. Oh my. All right, y'all. How much you think we should mix up? See, this is 35 ounces. I'm not crazy about this color, but I'm going to go ahead and do 500. Because that's all my jug will only take 1,000. So we'll do that for this round. And if I have to mix up more, I can. Wowza. It's a lot of silicone. It's been a hot minute since I've mixed up this much silicone. All right. I'm going to put this under the mixer. And we're going to mix it. And then I'm going to stick it under my, or go put it in my vacuum chamber. And then when that's all done, I'll come back and we'll get to pouring. Okay, BRB. Okay. Nope, we got a little leak right over here. Get my glue gun out. Sometimes if you don't, if you maybe bump it or something when you're putting the glue down, the glue might come up just a little bit, and that can cause that. Hot glue is less expensive than silicone, so don't worry about that. That's pretty good. We only had a couple. All right. Now we'll keep pouring, and I'll leave the hot glue gun on. I think that's about as full as I can fill it without it leaking over. Don't see anything here at all. So the double-sided tape did a good job. I think we're good. We are golden. All right, I think we're good. And I'm just going to let that sit just like that and hope we have enough on top, because I can't fill it any fuller. All right, let's see if we can cover this little guy. Close, but no cigar. All right, I'll get some more silicone mixed up for this one and that one, and then we will wait and see how long it takes for these to get ready to come out of the molds. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys on demold. Okay. Bye.
The show will begin shortly. Please take your seats. If you dare.
I did get this out of the thing, got it all cleaned up, and this looks pretty good. I have a feeling I'm going to have to put soapy water, or I'm going to have to do a side slit, which I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just let this one sit here for right now, and let's get these ones out of here. If you guys ever wondered what these come in handy for, the end of this, they work great for releasing molds. And it doesn't matter if this thing cracks at all. Just don't cut yourself on it. It's like that. This could be interesting too. Trying to get this out of here. And I may have to go and make it wet as well. Soapy water. This doesn't feel like 10A, but you know, it could be. Feels more like 15A. All right. Last one. And this always comes out with the plastic. Now, I don't have a clue how I'm going to cut the top in this. Because here are the 4 legs that held it down. So I may have to think about this one for a minute. I'm going to have to come back to this because I'm not quite sure how I want this to come out of here. So let's try to get this one out. I'm going to go run this under some water, soapy water, and the same with this one, and we'll get that one out, and then I'll see what I need to do to get this one out. Okay. Okay. BRB. Okay, y'all. I got this one out, but I had to cut it. So I just went like this, and then down. And so then when I put it right back together, it goes exactly back together. So that one's like that. I'm going to have to do the same thing with this one, and I don't know how I'm going to get this one out of here. So with this one, I think I'm just going to go straight down. I'm not going to jag it. I'm just going to cut it down the side. It's just easier that way. There it is. Now it's all wet. And then this will go right back together like that. And then it'll pour. Isn't that great? Thank goodness for side cuts. Just use the blow dryer here in a little bit after that. So there you have it. Isn't that cool? All right, so that is that. That is that. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get this one out of here yet. Okay, guys, this is going to be for another day. I'm going to have to mess with it and see what else I need to cut. And yeah, but we did get these 2 molds. And so tomorrow we are going to pour both of these molds. This is what I needed, and this is what I needed for the pour for tomorrow. So I did achieve that. So, all right, y'all. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow for the pour of these 2. And I will get that mess cleaned up, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the pour of our Friday mold makes. So these are what we made today. Just don't ignore that one over there. Don't look. Don't look. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do with these. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. Bye. Hey guys, I figured it out. I'm gonna set my microphone right here since I was already done. When I pulled this up, I went and yanked it up like this. It was stuck right here. And so I just had to cut that, and then it released it. So it's all there. So we'll pour it clear, and we'll see if there's anything missing. So I guess we'll see, but anyway, I got it out. So we'll see. We'll pour it clear and we'll see what happens. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm done. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.